Are you tired of struggling with knee pain or arthritis? Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa, and in today's class, we are going over 5 yoga moves to give you relief. Go grab your mats and let's do this. Let's start in standing today. If you happen to have some yoga blocks, go ahead and grab those. You could also use your chair, but if not, I've got you covered. We're going to start standing. Have your feet about hip distance apart, and I want you to think of trying to spread out those toes and really root down through your feet. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Nice breath in. Take those arms, stretch them all the way up overhead. Nice breath in. Exhale, bring those hands down towards heart center. Let's take another breath in, really press through the feet, spread your toes, inhale, lift those arms, come all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. So you're going to really press down through that left foot, spread your toes, gentle squeeze of your glutes, gentle squeeze of the thigh, slight little bend in that front knee. It's just not locked, so a little bend. And take your right foot, tap your right foot back behind. If there's a wall or a counter nearby, you can hold on to that. And we're just gonna lift the right leg and then tap those toes. A little lift and then tap back down. Your hands can be at heart center, at your hips, holding on to something, but we're going to start to work on building up some strength around our glutes. You're lifting up out of that left hip, spreading your toes, feeling the thigh, feeling your glutes, maybe a little bit more in that standing leg than the leg reaching behind. We want to be careful we're not getting this big arch from our back. We want our glutes to do the work. So this class is focused around getting some more flexibility and mobility around our knee area and building up strength, which we're doing here. Keep reaching that right leg back. Play with pointing your toes or pressing through your heel. We want to feel those glutes fired up, and sometimes what happens is that right leg, it might turn out to the side at the very end. We want the toes facing forward. Ooh, my left leg's like, okay, I'm awake, I can feel it. So we're also working on our balance here, which is great to help with that knee discomfort. Little pulses going back. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take that right leg, place your right leg back down, and we're gonna fold forward. So you're gonna bring your hands to your thighs. Here's where if you have a chair or those yoga blocks, you can go ahead and lean forward, reaching to those. So here, if you're up on a chair or placing your hands on your thighs, we wanna send our hips back, hinging forward. Keep the spine nice and flat so we feel a pull in the back of those thighs. Let that head come down. Nice breath in. Now this might be enough right here, and you're gonna work on your breathing, lifting the tailbone, lift those sit bones. If you wanted to add on a little, you could have a little micro bend on the right, straighten the left, feel a little bit more of a pull. And then we'll switch, little teeny bend, and switch. Use your breath and switch. Nice job. Loosening up the hamstrings. You might feel this into the low back. If your calves are really tight, you might feel it there as well. Good. One more time, little bend. Nice. And press into those feet. Bring your hands back to the thighs if they were down. Inhale, lift, come all the way up. Bring those hands down towards heart center. Root down through the right foot. Spread those toes. Take that left leg. Send it back. We want that slight lean forward, firing up our glutes. So play with pressing through the toes, your heels. Make sure those toes are facing forward. We're lifting up out of that right side. So we're not sinking down into our hip. Use your breath. Reach through that back heel. And again, we're not dumping into our low back. We keep that rib cage down, reach through the back heel, use your breath. Keep trying to spread your toes. When we're working on balancing on one leg, you might feel those toes really grip up. They're looking for stability. So we try to spread the toes, use the glute, and you can also tap that leg back in. You don't have to keep it lifted the whole time. Do you notice a difference, left side, right side? Is it harder to balance on one side? Is it harder to feel the glutes firing up on one side? Both of mine are waking up. They're like, hello, ready to go. Oh my goodness. We've got 3, 2, Last one. Both feet come back down. Now we're going to fold forward again. So hinging at those hips, hands to your thighs, the chair, the blocks in front. Now you can continue just to keep those legs right where they are, lifting the tailbone. If you want to go back to what we did the first time, shifting side to side, or if you're wanting to add on, press into your right hand and take that left arm, lift your left arm up. And then bring it back down. Take your right arm, lift your right arm up. Now you could be up higher, going from side to side as well. Right hand down, left arm comes up. Good, left arm down, right arm comes up. Just gentle from side to side. We'll do one more time each side. So that right arm comes up, twist from that trunk, bring it back down, and that left arm comes up. And then bring it back down. Hands come back to those hips, press into the feet, pull yourself, come up. Inhale, lift those arms up, tap the fingers overhead, and then we're gonna sweep the arms behind our back. Think of that tailbone lengthening towards the ground, interlace, or you can make a fist with your hand. We're gonna open up through the front of your chest, gentle gaze up at the sky. Nice breath in, exhale, let it go. Keep gentle squeeze of those shoulder blades, broaden through the front of your chest. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Awesome. Take one more breath in. Exhale, let it go. Nice. Inhale, sweep, lift those arms. Ooh, hello, plant. Come all the way back up. Hands come down towards heart center. We'll start with the left foot. So a couple of options. You can step the left foot back so you have this wide staggered stance. If you want a little bit more challenge for your balance, you can come heel toe or step that leg in a little closer. We're pressing down into the feet. Squeeze those thighs, squeeze your glutes. Slight lean forward. We don't want to be leaning backwards so that we can use our core. Nice, breath in, sweep those arms straight out in front. You could always have your finger on something. And then as you start to inhale, we're gonna take the left hand, bring your left hand out to the left and try to keep your gaze over that thumb. The legs might start to wobble a little more, that's okay. Exhale, bring it back to center. Keep reaching through those arms, press into the feet, twist to the right, keep your gaze over that thumb. Bring it back through towards center. Good, head to the left. Now this is a great class to keep coming back to work on building up your strength and improving that flexibility. As your balance improves too, instead of having these staggered stance, maybe you work your way up to doing it on one leg. So there's lots of different options with this class to progress or take it back, depending on what your body's feeling like. Let's do one more time each side, nice and slow. Follow your breath. Keep that body leaning forward. You want to drop back into that back leg. Nice. And then both arms come down by your side and we'll take your right leg. Step your right leg back so you can be in that wide staggered stance or anywhere in between heel toe. We're pressing into the feet. Spread those toes. Arms come straight out in front. Squeeze those legs. Maybe thinking of like squeezing the thighs together will help with the balance as well. Twist to face the right hand side. Keep your eyes over that thumb. Bring it back to center and head to the left. Good, bring it back to center. Now, is it more challenging now that we switched legs? And you might be moving faster or slower than I am. Go at the pace that works best for you. Nice. We'll do one more time each side. Last one. Back towards center. Lower both those arms and then step those feet back apart. Inhale, sweep those arms, lift all the way up overhead. We're gonna exhale, open, come into a cactus arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Nice breath in. Inhale, lift those arms, come back up overhead. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift back up overhead. Nice. We've got one more. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then bring those arms back down by your side. We're gonna take that left leg, step your left leg back. And it doesn't have to be this really big wide stance. Hips facing forward. Press into the feet, both legs nice and straight. We're gonna exhale, fold forward over your front thigh. Two options, hands can come to that front thigh. If you want to use your blocks, you could use your blocks. And then if you want to get a little bit more core into it, you can bring your arms by your side, squeezing the shoulder blades. But we're pulling right hip back, left hip forward, not locking those knees, but have a slight bend, and we're active, pressing the feet into the ground. Inhale, lift, come back up. Exhale, cactus arms, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, hinge, fold forward, hands to your thigh or by the side. Inhale, lift, come back up. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And it's okay to have a micro bend in that front knee, or maybe even a little bit more of a bend, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Inhale, lift, open back up, cactus. Bring those hands back towards heart center. Take your left foot, step it forward. Right leg is gonna go back. Same things. Keep those hips nice and even. Lift the tailbone, float, come forward. Hands to your thigh or by your side. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Bend through that front knee, lift up. Open, cactus. Hinge forward over that thigh. Inhale, lift, pull yourself, come up, cactus arms. Last time, float, come forward, keep pulling left hip back, spread those toes, really active in both feet. Inhale, lift back up, open up, cactus arms. Bring those hands back to heart center and step it forward. So for this last one, we're gonna take our yoga mat and roll it up. You could also use a pillow to step on as well too. But we're gonna take our right foot and place the toes or the ball of your right foot on the mat or a pillow or something underneath your foot. And then step that left foot forward. Keep that back heel reaching down towards the ground as you lean into it. Lean forward a little bit more. We're feeling a nice big stretch all along that back side of our right leg. Oh, my calves are always so tight. Take another breath in here. Whew. And then we'll just ease off a little, kind of lean back into that leg. Take a breath. And then again, bend into that front knee. Keep that right heel on the ground, lengthen forward. Nice breath in. Nice work. Back off. And then we've got one more. Lean forward into that front leg, noticing maybe that heel's lowering down a little easier, less of a pull. Nice breath in. So going after all those muscles that attach both above and below the knee, taking as much pressure off that knee as we can. Awesome, let's step it back and we'll switch. So take that left foot, heel to the ground, toes on the mat or your pillow. Take your right foot, step the right foot in front. The hips might want to twist. We always want to keep those hips facing forward and lean into it. Nice big stretch down that back leg. Take a breath and exhale, soften. Nice, take another breath in. And exhale, soften. Step back, kind of ease off that front leg, and then bend into it. Does one side feel tighter compared to the other side? Lean back. And last time, keep that heel on the ground. Pull that left hip forward, right hip back. One more breath here. And exhale, let it go. And then let's step back. You can unroll that mat. Bring it back in. Let's come back to that standing position and just check in, see how everything feels. Take a nice big breath in. Lift those arms, come all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. Awesome job with our practice. Remember that consistency is key, so you can keep coming back to this class and watch how you continue to progress. Until next time, namaste.